Yeah, sorry about the awkward transition.
Oops. Hey, everybody.
That's Clidio for you. Hey,
Clidio.
Clidio. Yeah, we are not
Hashtag
sponsored.
Clidio.
My Canva decided not to open, so yeah, Clidio watermark. Oh, wait, I do not hear you, Wendy. Wait,
mixed girl.
Wait, you were fine earlier.
No.
That's so weird. We were totally chatting before.
No, we were chatting up a storm, and it was working.
It was totally fine. No issues.
Heck?
Let me mute you manually and then unmute you. Hey. No.
Testing. Okay. Slay.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll workshop
this.
Don't worry about it. How we doing, everybody?
How are we, everybody?
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes!
There we go.
Yes!
For some reason, it reverted my microphone to some other kind. So let me go into my settings and now adjust my camera because that's not working either. Like, what?
It's like only one can work at a time. There you go.
Right? I'm working. There we go. Restream does not like my YouTube channel is just very particular. It only likes StreamYard. It's like very bougie because that's the most expensive platform.
Oh, StreamYard kills me because I prefer it, but it is way too expensive.
I did it 1 month and I was like, yeah, no, I can't. I appreciate the capabilities, but I
shout out to Jen, Mrs. Pico Speaks, because we share one, and it's
you gotta do it sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. Well, Wendy, thank you so much for joining the live. We're super excited to have you. Just in case some people are not familiar, do you want to say hi to the stream?
Yes. Hey, everyone. I'm Wendy, also known as MLMNo. I usually stream Bomb Party and Ryze and a mix of MLM stuff, but lately it's been mostly Bomb Party and Ryze because that's my current fixation.
We love it.
I have been in sales for about 14 years, so while I've never been in a multi-level marketing company myself, I do find them fascinating. I like to compare the differences between traditional sales tactics and multi-level marketing techniques because sometimes they are one and the same and other times they're just far left field. So a little bit about me.
Love it. And they love to compare it themselves. It's like we're basically doing sales, and it's like well,
I don't know about that one.
Sales with extra steps here.
With a lot of extra steps. 100%. Yeah. Well, we're really excited to have you, especially. Well, we love hanging out with you, but also you have all the lore drops. So
thank you.
Oh yeah,
I'm happy to be here. This is gonna be very fun.
Yeah, love it.
And also usually queen of the chat. Definitely. Are you able to turn your volume up a little bit, Wendy? Is it up the max for you? Just a little bit.
Let me take a look.
Just a little bit, but you're mostly good at that. And let's also remind everyone that Tish is in the Southern Hemisphere. In case you're like, why does she have a fly swatter? It's because it's getting summery over there. So just in case you couldn't tell from the accent, she is not from the upper hemisphere. What's it called? Northern hemisphere.
Upper hemisphere.
Upper.
Close enough.
Upper.
Close enough.
Yeah. So we're excited to talk with everybody today. We have a nice smorgasbord of things for everybody. Sometimes Bomb Party and Ryze can be a little bit difficult to cover because they do so many lives. So we try to have like a good combination of both. And this is going to be a battle royale. So we want the chat to help us determine who has the uglier ring.
Oh, okay. The council shall decide.
The council now.
Sorry, there's already a winner to this. It's paparazzi. Okay.
Well, they're like the free space and bingo, so that's why we had to exclude them from here.
You know, it has to be an actual competition. You can't bring in like It's like having Simone Biles versus like the average gymnast. You know, like one of them is gonna win.
Riley Gaines.
Right.
Like we know
Riley
gonna win.
We get it. No matter which one wins, though, they're both bad companies. You know, we're against multi-level marketing, no matter what. You know, They could have beautiful jewelry and it would still be wrong. However, I think that this will be a fun way to, have everybody involved and to just, share our opinion. Off the top, I would love to hear, I'll start with our guest and then I'd like to hear what Tish thinks and then we could say what we think. Yeah. Do you have an opinion on which one you think are uglier, just from what's your first guess?
I feel like overall, yes, but it really depends on what you define as ugly, because Ryze is ugly from a perspective of being outdated and looking like, you guys ever go to the dentist when you were little and did a really good job and they give you options for little rings to pick out because you did you're awesome. Like, it kind of gives that vibe to maybe high school class ring, whereas Bomb Party is just gaudy. And I love a good gaudy moment. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
I have a whole pink and green theme going on. I love gaudy. But it's to the extreme where we're seeing so many people not even take what they buy. It's like, oh, just donate it to the bin, and reps have so many boards that are like, oh, we're doing buy 3 get a revealed, buy 5 get a revealed, things like that. So I would say overall Bomb Party still takes it, especially now. Back in 2023, I would say is their golden era where it was peak kitschy, and they could kind of they had a good market for that. But last year and this year, we're seeing Lillian do more luxe pieces where it's trying to mimic Cartier, it's trying to mimic Van Cleef. There's a lot of comparisons, and even Tiffany, for example. So it's people that like that kitschy stuff are not buying this luxe stuff.
Yeah. It's you're missing your market.
Yeah,
I see.
It's like going to the goth kids and being like, "Isn't this plaid cute?" And they're like, "No."
Hey, some plaid.
I was gonna say the Cher plaid, the Cher yellow, from Clueless. They're not gonna like that stuff. They're not gonna like the preppy, it, unless they're going for a specific angle with it. Usually that's not what they're going for. So yeah, you want to get your market. What do you think, Tishy?
Oh, Bomb Party for sure. Because they just I am a silver person, so I think I can see more of, but I haven't seen a lot of Ryze, but just generally,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Ryze has more wearable pieces, more everyday pieces. It might not be modern times, but it's usually a solitaire with a fancier setting or things like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I should. You know what? I should have picked something different because I mean, green and black pleated skirts. That is still that's still goth.
The red plaid.
Yeah, I was thinking more the Cher yellow, the jacket. That's that normally doesn't. I'm sorry, but you're right, Demi. My apologies. I do agree though that I haven't seen as many of the Ryze, so I can't say definitively oh, I think one or worse. But from my small little peek, I was interested to see oh, some of these are just as bad. So yeah, maybe we'll have a more rounded determination. Maybe we'll decide even more that Bomb Party is worse, or that we're gonna say, oh no, they're actually not as bad as we thought.
Well, don't worry, we have 6.5 hours worth of Ryze reveal, so
we'll figure it out eventually.
Yes, so we have a few different lives that we can hop through. Did we want to start with the Ryze one, or did we want to start with the Bomb Party one?
I'm cool with whatever. I'll jump in.
You want to
wherever?
Say hello to the chat.
Oh yes, hi
chat.
Gosh, I'm sorry. That was rude.
That was so rude.
We can't just pretend like we're just sitting here having a conversation by ourselves. Our deepest condolences.
I tip my hat.
Surprise! This is a podcast.
Surprise! Hi everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We're excited to hear your opinions throughout the stream. Whether you're lurking a little bit or you're in the replay crew, or you want to give us your opinions, we're excited to hear from you or not hear from you. Thanks for being with us today. Anything else before we kick off the live?
Do you know the last No King's Day we were streaming as well? That's why we had this background ready to go.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. We didn't even plan it. It was by accident.
Completely.
Perfect. Okay, I think we'll start with Bomb Party.
Let's do it.
You know, I think we're gonna start at a familiar place. Because what's better than the familiar? Because I have autism and I like things that are familiar. No, I'm kidding. But so this is the reveal lady. She apparently has fallen off a little bit, as the kids say. And she's not popping off like she used to. Am I right about that, Wendy? Did I?
Yeah. About 2 years ago, she was one of the top reps. Her lives were long. She has, and she still does, have a board where she puts the live lineup, and you could see, and it was like, you know, two sides. There's like two columns, and now you're lucky if there's like one or two names on it. Yeah.
Wow.
She went from like a few hundred people in her lives to maybe about 20 to 30. So, and then she used to be able.
How the mighty have fallen. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you're good. She used to be able to like sell out of collections, and now, if you notice her backgrounds, you'll see a lot of older collections that are still sitting.
That's so interesting. My first impression is it maybe that more lives are getting more like reps are getting the hang of like the background and the cute live and the board and the you know, like maybe it's not as unique anymore that she has such a nice setup, or what's your thought?
I think in her specific case, it's because she started on Facebook, and Facebook is a completely different audience than TikTok. And when we're looking at social media, TikTok is where a lot of people are, especially the younger generations. So when you start out in Facebook, that's going to have, you know, a much different audience. They're not going to play nice with TikTok, where that's going to be where the growth is. That's kind of my take.
That makes sense though. So she kind of plateaued because she hasn't really followed where the trends are necessarily.
Yeah, and I don't think her audience is willing to go to TikTok, but nobody's really on Facebook at this point. You know.
Do you think that the uncertainty with TikTok has made a difference with the business?
I think at this point, when TikTok was first banned, I would say, you know, there was a lot of uncertainty. Right now, I feel like most people are kind of like calling a bluff, you know, of if it happens, we'll take it from there, but I'm not going to worry about it right now because last time it came back, you know? So I don't think that's too much of an impact
that makes
at the moment, but I would say maybe put a pin in that, you know?
Okay. That makes sense though. It's a little bit like, sure, you know, like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, you know, like, okay, is it actually going to happen?
Yeah. And if anything, a lot of people are going to go to Clapper anyway. It's pretty much the same as TikTok. It's just more not safe for work. So user beware. There is a setting to turn that off, so you're not inappropriate at work, you know?
Yeah. Oh, so it's kind of like TikTok, but it's a different app. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So it's like Threads.
What's it called?
It's called Clapper.
Clapper.
Okay.
We'll see. That's an interesting name. And Stephanie and Lisa, they both say the same thing, that she's not really popping up on their For You pages anymore, which is interesting. I would not have guessed that. You know, she was really the one that was popping off. But at the same time, if you're not good at social media and changing the landscape, if you're really good at doing your thing and you don't know how to adjust, it makes sense that would be hard for you. You know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
MLMs have to be like freaking always changing to whatever they, you know, like, because they get they get exposed, and it's like, okay, we got to do the next thing, and then the next thing.
Yeah,
but at
a
the
lot
same
of Bomb Party reps. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
going off of that, Tish, a lot of Bomb Party reps are joining like secondary MLMs as well. So
that makes sense. That reminds me of like the Elamir people who were like, they were in Elamir, they were in Awakened, they were in, you know, it's like they just started stacking and stacking once it started not becoming a thing anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
there's one Bomb Party rep. So she's in Bomb Party.
Max, please. I'm gonna ban. Yeah, I'm kidding.
That's what I thought. I thought
That's
that when
exactly what I
you said
thought.
clapper as
Yeah.
well.
That's why I just did the side eye and moved on.
Well,
Me too.
you know, we're all
Thank you,
thinking.
Max.
Okay. Thank you
for
you.
saying what we were
Max
not
set up
brave
a
enough to
business
say.
structure for us.
Max is braver than us. Sorry, what were you saying, Wendy?
There's a Bomb Party rep that, so she's in Bomb Party. She's also in Red Aspen, which is like press on nails. Okay. Her husband just joined what's that shampoo company that Tony Van Schoik
Permaglow.
did? Permaglow.
Um,
He's in Permaglow. And then she
What?
just joined Pink Zebra.
Is Pink
wait,
Zebra
which one's Pink
closed?
Zebra?
No, Pink Zebra is fragrance, home fragrance. They're wax melts, but they're not like the wax bars, they're the sprinkles. So they have like the
Okay.
tubs of sprinkles. And
Yeah.
so the lives, people will mix like scents together on lives and play games and things like that.
I don't know why I thought it was leggings. Damn. Okay. The more you know. You
The
know.
more you
Yep.
know.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think I thought it was leggings too, actually.
You know the Pink Zebra effect. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. All right. And with that, let's see what the reveal lady's gonna reveal for us.
Hey y'all, welcome. If you don't see the red line box right here at the top.
Hey,
What's up? Hey, girl. That was another thing I was gonna ask you about the comparison between Bomb Party and Ryze. Do we know about if they're more willing to like recruit on live? Because I've seen some of these Bomb Party people be very careful about that, you know?
Lately, I've actually seen more Bomb Party reps pushing recruitment.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Ryze, I feel like is a little more of you know, come see what I'm doing. If you have questions, let me know. You know. However, if you watch, especially some of the bigger reps, they're like one of them, for example, her name's Feta. She is like, you know, every single reveal, like the stream, comment, do this, do that. If you have questions, let me know. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, it's very, very pushy and very car salesy at this point.
I see.
Right.
And I feel like it's out of desperation because people are not, you know, buying as much as they used to. People, I mean, I've seen people that still have November of 2024 and we're revealing November 2025.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's a little scary for them right now, and I feel like they're pushing recruitment a little more. I've seen people do recruitment streams that never do them, you know.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what this
I
cow
don't know
is.
what this cow is, but good for him, I guess.
It's kind of cute.
It's cute. It looks old.
It does look old. That's nice.
He looks very well loved.
He does. But I think that makes sense with like the oversaturation thing that Tish was talking about earlier. You know, it's like they already kind of hit their peak. There's only so much that they can do from here. We're gonna say
oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say, have their prices gone up, either of them, because of tariffs?
Bomb Party did, but not because of tariffs. They had that in place like before that stuff was announced.
Yeah.
Cindy Lee did go on live saying that they are not adjusting their prices. They have enough inventory that they don't need to at the moment. She said it's not, you know, out of the question if they need to, you know, at some point, because, you know, but at this point they have enough inventory for, I think she said like 6 months or so.
Damn.
That's creepy. Damn.
But Bomb Party has been creeping up on their prices. They started at $19.99. $14.99. So they started at $15, then they rose it to $19.95, and now it's $24.95 for regular OG.
Geez,
that's a whole $10. That's a
lot.
You
want to know how much the Halloween stacks are?
How much?
For between 3 to 5 bracelets, get this, $44.95.
And they're
And they're ugly. That's the worst part.
They're ugly.
I'm
People were
probably gonna
so mad
leave.
about the Halloween stacks because they remember Halloween 2023. They remember the kitschiness of it. They remember how exciting it was for some of these collections for the charm itself. And then this year, it was such a letdown. It was, oh, I'm trying to be, another Lux Layer stack with like one little charm that may or may not be even related to Halloween.
I don't like that.
That's
No.
not the point of
That's
the
not the
Halloween stack.
I
Yeah.
thought she made an entire Halloween like shirt collection, like t-shirts, hoodies, things like that. And yes, they were just as gaudy as the jewelry.
I can imagine. Oh, see, so her lineup has been open for like the past like 15 minutes, and she just added 2 people on there.
Yeah, and she used to have pre-orders.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm not
'Cause if
saying
you
that
look-
to be shady and to be rude. It's just more so like things have slowed down at the Reveal
Yeah.
Lady
Mhm.
place, you
The
know?
Reveal Lady household.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check on your eye mask.
Oh,
Oh, you can take that bitch off.
oh, okay. My sister, because she's in esthetician school, now I have to put...
I'm an esthetician now.
Oh, yes, excuse me. You're a licensed esthetician. And
Thank you
so
very
now I have to
much.
put things on my face. So.
Yeah. Oh my
So
god, yours
there's-
dried up so much faster than mine. You need to put on moisturizer.
Oh, okay. I guess. This is a lot for one person. Sorry, let me... I'll
Oh
skip
my
ahead a little
god.
bit.
Oh
So
my
this is
god.
not one order they're currently picking right now.
Yeah, they're just picking.
Oh, I see. My
Yeah.
I was like,
However, I will point out these are spring stacks, and we are in October.
Ooh. Okay.
So she's really just going through the back stock, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can they? I thought people could choose like what stacks they want. Could they?
So they can. So right now, like you saw her like tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how the customer picks, but then they reveal it afterwards.
Oh no, I mean the series. Like, how do
like
they
the
pick the series?
season,
Yeah.
like the month.
Oh.
Like, how do they pick which?
thought they
Like,
could
can
do
they
that.
pick if they want Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be in their inventory. So when you go and
Oh,
go
yeah,
through the shopping process, you can choose what collection you want.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, not nice, but just
Do you think
You know.
There.
That's at least that you can pick.
It exists. Yeah.
That is crazy that she still has all the spring ones.
Mhm.
Like those
Do
would
you
have been
think
sold
that-
out.
Do you think that there's an element of parasocial with this now? Because like nobody really gives a shit, like whoops. Oh, we have been on here long enough. All right.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm like, what?
We're good.
Like they don't really care. Like obviously she's only got 2 people on the board, like is it parasocial now? Is that your estimation?
Yeah, I think at this point it's like her ride or die, so to speak.
Yeah.
Even in a lot of other reps' lives, you'll notice the same people in the comment section if you watch long enough.
And I mean, look, we used to stream on Twitch. Like that is normal. Like someone
Right.
who's not making money, who has like 3-4 people on the live and they're just hanging out, having a good time, okay?
That's normal.
That's not the problem. The
No.
problem is that they're trying to make money and recruit and do all of these things and treat it like a job, when in reality, they're literally doing what those Twitch streamers are doing and not making any money. They're just hanging out.
Yeah, a lot of people now are going through I call it like the open lineup syndrome, where it's like, hey, open lineup, and then they're sitting there talking about like family life and, consoling people in their live chats and, things like that. I saw Fizz and Daily Mom literally pull out a photo album because her husband was a baseball player. And like go through like news articles and stuff, which don't get me wrong, it was kind of cool to see. Like, I did enjoy that.
Well,
But-
yeah, but
that's not the
That's not
point.
if you're
purpose,
supposed to
right.
be working right now,
Yeah.
then why is that something you're doing?
Exactly.
And I mean,
Exactly.
maybe that's why
Just
she was
worse
pulling out
live.
that cow earlier, you know, because there wasn't anybody else in the live. She had nothing else to do. And it's like, oh, here's my cute little stuffed, you know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Mhm.
that's so interesting. And again, don't get me wrong. That's literally what people do on live stream all the time, you know, but you can do that without having that extra element of I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to feed my family. I'm trying to like make money for trips. I want to recruit. Like, if that's what you like about it, then go do that.
At least in
Yeah.
retail, when I had a slow day, I didn't have to just stand there and start like spilling everything about my family life, you know?
Mhm.
That would not draw up any
No.
customers.
No, and that's not good streaming practice either. You don't want to do that, you know, because
No.
then people in the comments start wanting to share their stuff, you know, and it just it gets into a. So obviously, I'm not saying don't share anything, but you know, the more you get into like the vulnerable side, the more it starts to become, oh, we're gonna do therapy on here, you know, and like
Yeah,
The
I've seen
fumes. I'm sorry.
this.
Yeah, the
So
fumes.
she's doing the new November for this year, which they did get a new machine to press the cubes. They were hand pressed, and now they actually have a machine that presses them. They
oh,
also changed the formula this time around, which they need to stop changing the formula in November. Last November they changed the formula, and it smelled like hot dog water, and
Mhm.
was fizzing so bad they were having to spray it with hand sanitizer to calm the bubbles. This year they changed the stamps, so it doesn't have the I don't
Oh,
know
the
if I can say
crown.
this on YouTube, but it doesn't have this circle thing that you can ignite, if you get my drift.
Ah,
I see.
You know, it just
Yeah.
has the number, which I think aesthetically looks weird. I think it
Yeah.
looks more
Yeah.
clinical, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
right.
Huh.
How much?
And
How much more expensive would that be just to like? That sounds weirdly pedantic, you know?
well, they were trying to do it because they were like, you know, this is going to help reduce Frankies, which if you don't know what Frankies are, they call them that because, you know, Frankenstein, you know, monster, cube,
Oh yeah.
it's damaged in some way.
Mhm.
So it's usually like a crack in it or it's like broken apart, things like that. They're trying to reduce the amount of Frankies. And from what I've seen is that has actually made it worse.
Wow.
Damn.
So,
Ah,
yeah.
the
Yep,
machine is
Stephanie is
called
right.
the BP Whisper 5. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Yep.
I'm just
Why?
gonna have to take a nice deep breath and move.
Yeah,
right
we're gonna have to move
along.
right along. I will read the chat real quick because I'm laughing at these. The recruitment videos always give me the energy of like a starving dog with the panting and the sad eyes. It's true though. It's almost like, please join my. And it's like, listen, I'm sorry that you're feeling this right now, but that's
But
manipulative.
no.
Yeah.
It reminds me of American Idol when you have a singer and before they go on, they're like, so I'm from this small town in Illinois
The
and
best.
my mom died at 2 years old and I'm doing this in her honor. You
And then
know?
like, when they're giving the critiques, they're standing there like,
Uh-huh.
I know, given them
And then
the
this guy goes on stage and sings Fireball by Pitbull. Like, come on,
it's
you
like,
know?
baby. That is one thing I would hate about American TV. Why do we all have to have a trauma story? You know, it's actually ridiculous.
No.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah,
I
you're a
hate. It's
master
like,
chef. Just
Mm.
fucking cook. Like,
Yeah,
come
it's
on.
MasterChef. It's girl. Sorry, what were you
if
saying? Wendy?
you are good enough, your talent will let it speak for itself. You don't need a sob story to compensate for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
My thought process is it's because they get cash prizes in a lot of these shows or like whatever, you know, so it's like they have to kind of do that. I don't know. It is interesting how that has seemed to be an American thing. There is apparently a lot of the parasocial with the bigger reps. I can even see it like even in like the smaller reps, you know, just like the small lives, like that almost makes it more intimate, you know, so you almost feel even more obligated to keep showing up, right?
Yeah, because when you're shopping with, let's say, Kaylin, for example, who still pulls in about 1,500 people per live, you're not going to get the attention that you would get at a smaller reps live that has maybe like 5 people in their lineup.
Yeah. And again, this is exactly the same that happens with Twitch streaming. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Hassan Piker, I think that's his name, right? Like, he's not going to read your comment most likely. Like, the likelihood of him seeing your thing is like very low, you know. But people like going to those streams because they like feeling like they're surrounded by people, even if they're not, you know. But there are a lot of people who like that direct one-on-one interaction with the streamer, so they're not going to like Hassan's streams. So it's exactly the same. And so I would encourage people, if you love these bomb party reps, maybe check out YouTube or Twitch streams.
Yeah,
You know?
Right.
Like, you might
might enjoy it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to watch people stream, two things. One is Call of Duty, but specifically when they play Prop Hunt, because I love Prop Hunt. It's so ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
that's
if you
fun.
don't know,
No.
like, you could be a random inanimate object instead of a person.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
one team is like regular, you know, people, and then you're hunting inanimate objects. It could be a chair running around the map. It could be
That's
a toilet.
fun. Yeah.
I've been a dead body. Like,
I love that.
And then the other thing I love is scam baiters, like specifically Kit Boga, because he does like different voices and wears a wig, but he's also like helping prevent fraud. And like, I work for a bank, and I find it very interesting because I've learned a lot about scams from him to help protect my customers, you know?
Right.
No, it's true. My dad used to love those videos. He goes through little phases on YouTube, you know, and it's like that was what he was watching for a long time. And it's like you're showing people, like, if these are the kind of things that you're encountering, you can, you know. So yeah, I would encourage anybody, if you're like, but I love these bomb party lives. I promise you, there's people doing all kinds of stuff on the internet, and it's not all lewd and you know, like my favorite thing when 2020, like during the pandemic, I watched Animal Crossing lives like all freaking day, you know, and it's so nice and soothing.
I actually got into Animal Crossing during the pandemic. That was my first time playing it in general.
Yep. Yeah, I promise you, there's something for you out there. Steph also loves Kit. Hello, Gladys. Nice to see you.
Gladys.
Check out Gladys on Instagram and on YouTube if you don't follow her already. She's awesome.
Don't check out me on Instagram. I'm not there very much.
Yeah, don't check out. Don't
do that.
Sorry, that was funny. Don't ignore Tish. She does not have. Sorry, I'm gonna change this because every time that I would like read a comment, it would go on Wendy's face. So I don't want that to do that again.
Yeah, restrain. Come on.
Reveal coming.
I think a reveal is coming. It's taken a while. I'm sorry, everybody.
Here we go.
Here we
Are
go.
we ready, everybody?
Here we go. Oh my god.
Oh.
Thoughts?
Why so chunky?
Like, I'm not opposed to chunky jewelry, but it just looks so fake.
So speaking of chunky jewelry, I would say starting around what, and Stephanie or anyone else can correct me on this, but I would say around like November of last year is when we started seeing the jewelry change from like daintier pieces to like very gaudy, big, chunky pieces. I also know at some point they changed manufacturers, but I don't know the timeline on that one.
That's
interesting.
But a lot of people, reps as well as customers, have been calling Lillian out saying, where's the dainty pieces? We want some mix. Like, it's okay to have some bigger, chunkier pieces.
Right.
But when everything is that way, when it wasn't before, you're losing your market, you know?
Right.
Yep.
So what does Lillian do? Instead of doing, you know, like a bigger mix, you know, a better ratio, things like that, she's just doing a delicate collection that comes out this month.
Oh, great.
So she's doing one collection as kind of like a, sure, I'll say I did it, but I'm really intrigued to see what her definition of delicate means at this point.
Interesting.
And also, how much more expensive are those delicate going to be, knowing, because she knows that people want them and there's the demand.
Yeah.
Oh, Lillian.
Interesting.
So that, I believe, pre-orders come out next week for that, so we'll see that in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be interesting to see. Again, what is delicate at this point?
Right.
Yeah. She doesn't know what the definition of luxe means.
No.
She doesn't know what the phrase little birdie means. That's the whole thing.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
she thinks an Easter egg is a little birdie. So I left a little birdie over here. Like, no,
Oh.
that's not a little birdie.
No, that's not a little.
Oh God.
That's famously. Oh my God! This looks like a costume ring you'd wear for a Lord of the Rings costume.
Oh,
That looks like a sperm.
So, ding, ding, ding. Welcome to our first entry of the night of either sperm jewelry or just straight up like the JJ.
That looks
Okay.
like two sperms hugging.
Yep.
They're like, we're gonna be twins.
Aww.
no, I think they look like they're like driving past each other.
Oh, they're like, we'll see who's going the right way. One of them will
Right,
go
one
right.
got lost on the way.
Yeah.
They look so confused. You know what they look like?
Turn
They look like nails, but like a really like two nails, kind of like
Yeah.
like what is?
Looks like somebody's trying to give directions, but also got lost and is like, you know.
Go this way. What? Oh yeah, it's very confused.
And the color. Shall we talk about the color?
The color is fascinating.
Piss-colored.
Oh, the difference in the
colored.
texture on each side is.
That's one
Yeah,
thing.
one
that-
side is paved and one side isn't. Also, I'm mad that I know what the word pave means at this point.
Yeah.
No, I love that. You're informed. You know, you could sell jewelry at this point.
You're in deep. You're in deep.
You are
I
tell
did. I
ya.
worked at Claire's for some point.
not fucking Claire's. Bro.
That place
Did you have to
was
pierce
childhood.
ears?
I
Did
did.
you have to pierce? Oh no!
I did.
Did you get
That's
your ears
fine.
pierced at Claire's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a rite of passage for many
For
people.
sure.
You know,
Oh, I think it was
It is.
icing, but close enough.
close enough.
It's the same company, just different market.
Ah.
I actually thought it was called Icings by Claire.
Maybe it is.
Yeah,
might be.
Claire's has the younger market, and icing is more for the tweens, teens.
Oh, the tweens. That's interesting.
Oh, the tweenie boppers.
The tweenie
Yeah.
boppers.
They do have
We
really
don't
good
have
stuff
that.
if you need like fake stuff for like a wedding
Mm.
or
Mhm.
things like that.
Okay.
If you're going out on like a date night, things like that. I will say like if you need like a quick piece, but don't get your ears pierced. Do not. I can tell you what my training process is like, and you will be like, no, I will never get my ears pierced there. So
You're like, I'm good.
yeah,
I'm
no,
good.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Get a
Alright.
needle. Get a needle from an actual
Yep.
piercer.
Yeah,
Yep. Thank you.
probably a better idea. At least, I mean, these earrings are ugly.
They're also
Yeah.
not original.
Mhm.
Like I've seen this style from Bomb Party so many times. Like
Every single collection.
Why?
mhm.
Yeah. They love doing the asymmetrical and like the one we saw in the last ring, like one is like it has a different texture than the other side. Like they never want it to all be symmetrical in the same thing.
You want to know why? Because they can't line shit up.
Because it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheaply made that you don't even check if it's like.
You can
You know.
tell when something is misaligned if it's supposed to look
Yeah.
the same on both sides.
That's
Yeah.
true.
The other thing too, it's always something that would catch your hair, and you'll have to rip it out later. You know, like
Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Why do you think I never wear any jewelry? You know? Oh my
That's
god.
a necklace or what is it?
That's a necklace, yeah.
Why?
That's my most common and like thing that I say to Bomb Party. Why?
Yeah,
Why did you do that?
The
Why?
yellow drops. Can I just say what
Pee
I call
pee.
this
Sorry.
necklace?
Yes.
And I apologize, but if it's in my brain and we're talking about Bomb Party, it's gonna be in y'all's.
Mm.
I call it the golden shower necklace.
Yes. Golden showers bring May flowers, everybody.
Oh my god. No, golden
I was
yeah,
thinking that's
the flowers being hemorrhoids. You know what? Bomb Party should have a hemorrhoid collection. They might as well.
Ooh,
Everything
yeah.
looks like a booty.
They all kind of look like hemorrhoids.
Well, there can be like a
Golden- I was
hemorrhoid. There can be like
Okay, we can't keep talking about hemorrhoids.
cysts.
Okay.
There
So,
can be a yeast
There's definitely a few virus rings and necklaces.
yeah,
Maybe the sperm ring.
This-
We've already started.
we've covered the sperm ring. That necklace needs to speak to the manager. It's true. That necklace has the Kate +8 haircut.
Oh my god.
I was just thinking about K+8 today because Mom showed us a video. She was so mean to her husband.
She was just mean in general. She was just not a good person.
They were both so toxic.
So toxic.
I honestly don't remember anything about it. I just saw like one
I
video.
think we knew about K+8 in Australia, but I don't think it was like red hot or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, she was a big deal
Okay,
for a
wait,
little
is
bit.
she pregnant?
Who?
The lady.
I don't know. Why?
Or am I mean? I'm
No,
sorry.
she is.
Okay, good
good
for
for
her.
her!
One, good for her. But
she had
the
pictures, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she was showing the pictures. I was wondering what that was.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
I thought that was those pictures. Do you know what? I hate them. I think the babies look like mutants. Those realistic like what do you call them? The baby sonogram. It's not a sonogram. You know what I mean. Ultrasound. The ultrasound pictures of.
I'm sorry. I hate you, Tish. I have never heard anyone have beef with an ultrasound photo.
I hate them. They're like,
well, no, sometimes you can see their face because they're facing the camera and it looks really ugly. Have you never seen that?
No one, Jim from the office. Sorry.
And if anyone ever showed me that, I don't know if I'd be able to control my face. Like, ugh.
Like they have to think that's funny. I'm sorry. You have to have some sense of.
But what you were saying is that, like, if she's pregnant, the fumes.
That's more where I was going with that. I'm not trying to be like, oh, is she pregnant or is she pregnant? Like, no, I just like
the fumes.
The fumes, girl. Y'all are worried about Tylenol?
We got that physothelioma going on right now.
Not the physothelioma. We'll talk about that. And yeah, you know how we just said we just saw a clip of K+8? Yeah, the clip of her telling her husband to stop breathing.
It was that one!
That was the one. That was.
I thought it was the reveal lady. That's why I was like, what?
No, K+8 lady.
No, K+8 telling her husband to stop breathing because he was breathing too loud. That's what she was talking about. Yeah. Okay, we'll look at a few more rings, maybe like one or two, and then we'll move on. We're gonna so this next lady that we're gonna look at is kind of and according to Wendy, she's kind of a mix of like a Tony Robinson and a reveal lady. Okay, another sperm.
Why do they like the shape of a sperm so much? Like
this has been the most popular reveal for this month as well.
How do you have so much inventory and you've got two of the same fucking rings in the one thing?
That's pretty crazy.
One rep, he revealed 2 dupes, so like 2 sets of duplicates in one package. There's only 5 rings in a package.
Wow.
That's bad.
Fuming. He was so mad.
I would be mad too.
More than
I would
water.
be upset.
I would be mad too. He
was fuming more than the water. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You ate with that.
Thank you.
Good.
But I will say, as much as like he creeps me out, because like I'm talking about Wolfie with the growling and stuff.
Yeah.
But if he reveals a dupe, he'll be like, "Oh, look, it's missing a stone. It looks like I have to get you another one." So while he's not technically trading, he still is taking care of the customer of like, "Oh, look, it's a faulty ring. I guess I have to get you a new one."
Right.
At least.
So I can kind of respect him for going against the grain on that.
Yeah, and being like, "Are you kidding me?" and not being like, "Oh my god, you got 2."
Oh, Stephanie corrected me. I thought it was 2 dupes. It was 3. He had 3 of the same ring of a pack.
Oh no,
that's even worse.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's horrible. I would be really annoyed.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut my camera. I'm gonna be here. I'm just gonna check on my dog. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. So this next rep that we're gonna look at, this is somebody that Wendy's not super familiar with, so I'm super excited about this actually. But when I looked at Bomb Party, she kept coming up. It seems like she kind of wants to be a little bit like of a motivational type person. Because in this video that we're gonna watch, she has #empowerment in the caption. And it's gonna be about reps leaving Bomb Party and moving on to. I think she's heavily alleging that they're leaving and going to Ryze, right?
Okay.
So let's just see what she has to say about
that.
Okay, Madoke. All right, guys.
God.
Oh, this is very
Good
podcast.
morning. We're going to talk about the trending topic. It's actually been a trending topic for a while, but we're going to talk about it. The mass exodus of people leaving Bomb Party, right? Or that narrative, okay? Because we really don't know. Besides, companies gain people and lose people all the time.
Okay, here we go.
She's a little bit soft. Can you turn her up a bit?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I think she's doing it on purpose. I think she's kind of doing
I know,
like
This is
Did
my.
she just
This
say
is my
people leave
NPR
companies all the time?
She did.
Yeah.
Like,
She did.
here's the thing, though. People are leaving Bomb Party all the time at this point, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can, if you type in, like, why I'm leaving Bomb Party, you'll see a bunch of videos. A lot of them are going to Ryze, but other people are like, no, I'm just done with this.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who are like trash talking Lillian, the CEO.
Mhm.
There's people who are trashing like some of the top reps there. Like it's a lot, you know. So she's clearly trying to combat that with her narrative. Oh, Stephanie is apparently familiar with this Serena lady. Yeah, if you guys have any more info on these people, we love a lore drop. You know. Yes, she is mad. She is mad. Her setup is cute. I'll give her that.
No, it's adorable.
But it is very.
I don't like the wheat, but
that's what I was gonna say. It's very like beige mama. You know what I mean?
Like that's just my personal opinion. It's giving like beige mama.
It doesn't feel like it's her personality. You know, it feels
I don't know what her personality is.
I'm just saying, like that's very of what the trend is right now, and it feels like she would change that if the trends change. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's definitely
it's very
got
disposable.
Yeah.
She's got boy mom in her bio for sure.
Yeah,
boy mom.
100%. Boy mom.
But when emotions
God, I'm a boy mom now because I have a cat.
You are a boy mom. Oh, do you want?
A boy.
Wait, I think some the people don't know. If you want to tell the people,
can I just do a quick update?
Just quickly because this is important.
I found a cat outside of a restaurant, took him to a vet. He wasn't chipped, neutered, or had a collar on, and he was also very emaciated.
Yeah.
So he's mine now. And I love him so much. His name is.
Wait, don't tell him the name because it's the name of a local restaurant. So
say the full that other name, like the big long one.
His Spanish name.
What is his
Spanish name?
His Spanish name is Chanchito, which means little pig. Because we want to fatten him up.
You got it.
Because he's a little skinny right now, and we want him to be nice and fat and happy. So he's happy, and we're gonna do everything that we can to make him happy. He's a cute little tuxedo cat.
Yeah.
He's very
and I'm definitely gonna be sending Ove lots of videos because Ove loves cats. So
I never thought you'd do a gender reveal, Gus, but here we go.
I know,
a gender reveal.
Wait, my boy. I'm trying to find my baby boy.
It's your boy, and he's on a little
son.
harness. I'll make it bigger so that everyone can see.
This is my son.
Oh, he's so cute.
Here he is.
That's my son.
Yeah.
I'm very proud
He's
of him.
got such a distinct nose. I love it.
I know, and he has a little U on his forehead.
Oh yeah, he's so cute. He's so cute.
Wait, one more.
Oh, one more. Sorry.
Me and my son. I feel like this is how our neighbor's dad was earlier showing us his grandbaby. He was like, "Look how pretty she is," and
we were like, "Oh."
Speaking of cuties, I have a cutie on my lap.
That head pop was perfect.
That head pop.
No.
I know.
Oh, I love him. Hello, Jack. We love you.
Esos ojitos, those eyes.
He has very soulful eyes.
I was gonna say very soulful.
Yeah, that's why I ended up getting him out. I saw one look at him and I got very defensive when somebody else was looking at him, and I was like, no, he's mine.
Yeah?
Mine.
Yeah,
mine now.
That's my child. That's what happens when you have a kid, you know? That's your kid. That's your baby.
I love that you were competitively adopting.
No, that's my dog. That's my dog now.
Oh my god, this is so cute.
I had to put in an application for funding, and I was on my cell phone.
You're like, ah!
I will make this happen.
Yeah, totally. This is so cute. The vet called Sophie a little piggy because she made snuffle sounds when eating whipped cream as a distraction.
Oh my god,
little piggy.
Little piggy.
That's so cute.
Frida makes naughty sounds too. But
Frida. Okay,
Mhm.
sorry. We will move on. Last question. How are your dogs?
good. They're distracted at the moment. They're playing outside, so
Good for them.
yeah, lizards. They're hunting lizards in
Oh.
the pots. Yeah.
Good for them.
You know, that sounds like a very dog activity. Good for them.
Yeah.
Do you think,
Dog-friendly
dog?
activity.
That's my son.
That's my son. No, for real. That is
yeah,
my son.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
I've never felt so defensive over an animal in my life. Like,
Oh.
that's my
Oh, yeah.
freaking baby boy.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I screamed at my ex-husband for like raising his voice at Jax once. I was like, "Oh, no, the fuck you know."
Like, no.
Yeah, you know. I don't know what you think this is.
Yeah.
Nope, you're
Nope.
not gonna do that.
He's the man of this house. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Very true.
High, and people are seeing all this stuff happens.
Oh, she also called the mass exodus of Bomb Party a narrative. I don't know if you heard that earlier.
I did catch.
I feel like when a lot of people leave a company, you're allowed to call it a mass exodus. Like, I don't think it's a narrative. Like it's just a fact.
What happened?
Right. When you see post after post after post of why I left BP, why I left BP, why I left BP, and then you look at the people who are in
She
BP,
definitely.
but you'll have like, let's say, one rep with like a few hundred people in their life, but the vast majority will have like one person in their life, 3 people in their life, maybe 10 people in their lives.
Yeah.
So at some point, you cannot sustain that when you're buying new inventory all the time and maybe selling at 10% of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a narrative. It's just the business model is not sustainable at all.
No. And we're at that point where a lot of other MLMs would be like, you know what, we're at that point here in America, we're oversaturated, we're starting to lose people, let's open up in another market.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which either means going overseas, or they're gonna be like, oh, makeup, surprise, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the reason they're having issues going abroad, if they are working on that, is the gambling aspect, because you can have the chance of revealing diamonds, so that will entice people to buy more than maybe they would if they were only buying like regular jewels.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
yeah, I think that's why they also hype up. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say the odds are even greater now that you'll get a diamond because less people are buying. So,
They also said that they increased their diamonds by like 33%. And I have not seen like an increase in diamond reveals, to be honest.
Maybe
and
they're
that
just
could
saying
be
that.
because it could be they're saying that because like how are we as a consumer going to track that? We cannot. That's not something that we have access to.
Yeah.
But also it could be because people are not buying as much as they used to. It's just a matter of percentages at that point. The more people buy, the more diamond reveals are going to be.
Yeah. Also, if they're selling stuff from like the freaking August specials in October, then if they introduce the rings in October, they're not getting to those.
Yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. They're still revealing spring stacks. It's like, okay, well that doesn't make a difference then if they're still in their back stock.
Yeah. When like let's say lesser reps are sitting on inventory, they'll do what's called a rep to rep, where they'll sell their inventory at wholesale price to another rep who maybe has a bigger audience that can go through that inventory. And the amount of times where those reps will be like, I got this inventory from somebody else and there's a diamond just sitting in it,
Wow. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Our judgment can get clouded, and our judgment can only see like one way. Okay, doesn't mean that's the right way.
I am just gonna remind everybody that under this video it says #empowerment. So that is also
that's the vibe here.
This is not just her giving her opinion. She's trying to empower the Bomb Party people to ignore the haters like us, or like the ex-bomb party reps who left, you know, like, they're just ignore it.
Yeah. Ignore
But they
it.
only see one way.
Sorry, were you going to say something else?
I was gonna say it's very like victim blamey of like you
Mm.
know, there's no such thing as a max exodus. You're just listening to the dissenters. You're just listening to people who had a bad experience. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, you should be listening to people who had a bad experience because
Right.
you know that completes the entire narrative. It's the whole story, not just a chapter in the book.
Yeah. It's like, it's not a narrative that some of the Teslas have blown up. Like, that's just the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's, and I'm not like being like a Tesla hater by saying that. It's just a truth that it's happened.
Right.
So when I posted my video, my new chapter, I was inundated with people asking me, "Are you going to this company? Are you coming? You should come. It's so amazing. All these reps are coming," and painting a very pretty FOMO picture of how great it is. Okay, but that's not how I make decisions.
I guess she's starting a new chapter. Is that just her like saying things, or because it doesn't sound like she's leaving Bomb Party.
It's clickbait.
Yeah.
It's fluff with no substance.
Yeah.
It's the essay that was due at midnight and we have 10 minutes left, you know? Like, okay, I can be moving my mouth. I could be speaking words into existence. Doesn't mean it means anything.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I just wanted to see if anybody had any information, you know what I mean? Like, is she leaving? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's probably just her trying to get engagement.
With the microphone setup and everything, she's giving the air of superiority. Like, I know what I'm talking about, and you know, this is why I have authority in this. And it's like you just have one perspective. I mean, I can say the same thing about myself. I only have one perspective on this as well. But that's why you need to listen to other people so that you can get pieces of information that you might not have received if you keep yourself in an echo chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want only one point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, all jobs have coworkers getting on live to talk crap about you leaving, right?
Right?
Yeah.
You guys don't have that?
Yeah.
Those are my Friday lives if y'all are interested. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but that was a joke, but in all due seriousness, if you're not following Wendy on Instagram or on YouTube, go check her out. She's awesome.
Hell yeah, brother.
Decisions on following the crowd and following what's, you know, what people tell me to do. I look at the business and I go, okay, hey, what is that offer? What is this offer? What are the differences? Where am I getting control, losing control? All of that stuff. And I align myself with what fits best, right? That's what you would do with any company.
No fucking shit.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Wow.
Yeah.
1 + 1 is 2. Holy.
I don't know. Like, I personally like to do research on what the most destructive, stupidest thing I can possibly do and just go gung-ho for it.
Me
like,
2 years ago.
Y'all don't? Holy shit. I'm sorry. This is like hitting me in a way I didn't think it would.
No, it's okay. It's
I was
okay.
not expecting
I knew it was going to be a little bit ridiculous,
because
but
it said #empowerment, I was low-key hoping for something of this nature. Not hoping, but you know what I mean. Like, and I'm just delivered.
It did deliver.
I've been delivered.
Delivered.
I don't know. I think somebody's girl bossing a little too close to the sun right now.
Icarus, no.
I mean, look, she literally has the sun beam right on top of her. She's right there. You know what I mean?
Sunbeam ice cream coming in my blue jeans.
Nope, it's moonbeam ice cream. Oh my god. Oh my god. No Benson Boone. Yeah. And the sky is blue. And maybe sometimes it's light blue. And then it might be great sometimes.
Oh,
There's also a sunset.
Clouds happen.
If it's a weird hazy green, please take cover.
Oh my god.
And so when people are trying to recruit me, you got to understand, like, I likely will never follow. Okay? If it's something I'm looking into and I can see myself like falling in love and I love this and I love that about the company and I want to build a, you know, solid foundation, then I will go. But
I'm sorry, how many people admit that they're followers, especially in the United States of America?
Right.
Like, let's be so fucking for real.
Yeah,
have
that's
a
not something you
question.
just say.
Where the fuck are we going with this?
Mm.
That's a
So
good question.
she started this with like, oh, it's a lie that people are leaving, and now she flipped it to like, well, if you try to recruit me, I'm not gonna go. Like, okay,
I
good
don't
for
even.
you.
Yeah?
This could have been an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I'm sure that you followed somebody to Bomb Party. You have an upline, right?
Somebody had to tell you about it.
Mhm.
I mean, you could have stumbled upon it, but
Yeah.
most times, especially if she was in MLMs before, which I don't know her history, but she's giving off the vibe like she's been in the industry for a bit,
Right.
Yeah.
You're more likely to follow an upline going to another company than you are to organically leave the company.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, that does make sense.
I will never follow, and I will never be pulled into a false narrative. Okay, and I don't want you to either. Now,
that's but you got pulled into the freaking self-help bullshit narrative. Okay.
I mean, that's
and
what this
the
sounds
MLM
like.
narrative too.
And the yeah.
Like, how many narratives have you fallen prey to?
Yeah.
That you don't want to acknowledge because you're freaking.
And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody gets sucked into things, you know. Everybody has faults in logic. Like, that's not like you know.
But I'm just saying, she's like, I will never have a lapse of judgment. I will never follow. It's like these absolutes are bothering me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's giving my Nate lifer.
She's sitting on her high horse without realizing that she's not actually on a horse. It's like a rocking horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's a stick pony.
Yeah, exactly. And she's acting like it's a stallion. Miss Thing.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little stretch for a second because we need to show the VAG. Just to, I always love making that joke because I always feel like some people are going to be like, what the fuck are they talking about? You know? Like,
I think I was thinking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about it earlier because of Clidio. Clidio.com.
We got Clapper with the TikTok. Like this was accidentally a very raunchy stream. Thank you for your cooperation.
The 3 titles.
Where's Jessica?
Oh my god.
To be fair, it is like a late night stream for me. So at least like in one of our locations, it's
that's
an
true.
after dark thing.
That's true.
But we just need to summon Auntie Lushy and we'll have our
I know, it'll get raunchy. That's true.
Yeah.
This also isn't just a rumor that's started by people that are anti-MLM that people are leaving. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's also the thing that she's trying to spin, you know, and it's like, no, these are people who were in the company who are not happy in the company anymore. That's it.
Might be trading one set of problems for a completely other set of problems. It's important to understand that the grass is not always greener on the other side, you guys, okay?
This is always what people say when there's like a mass exodus and they're trying to go to another company. This is exactly the fucking thing that they always say.
It's the people that are going to go down with the sinking ship, you know?
Yeah. Christopani.
I was literally about to say Christopani.
To the last minute, they will be in that company.
Yep.
Yes.
I didn't make that up. That's just the rule of the world, okay? It's important that you make your decisions from a non-emotional place, not an vengeful place too, right? Because revenge is a big one that I feel is really mixed up.
Hold on.
Okay.
What?
I'm so confused right now.
I don't think anyone's leaving because they're vengeful.
Revenge?
It's about money. It's about money.
I think there is one case actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't know if this is targeted as Sunny, but it feels it a little bit, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Sunny was, if you guys don't know, Sunny was a Bomb Party rep.
Yeah.
She got terminated from Bomb Party.
Oh.
Long story short on that, she was under investigation with Bomb Party for a couple things like shaking boxes and something else. I can't remember. Stephanie can fill in if she's still here. But then she went on a live a few days later and just completely trashed the company. And the next day she was fired.
Wow.
So then a few days later, she goes onto a live and announces that she was in Ryze. And ever since, it's been like, oh, do you want jewelry without the green fingers? Like, come over to Ryze. Like, that's kind of her advertising right now. So
Yikes.
I think, if anything, she might be talking about that situation.
So that's what she's saying. She's like, if you didn't get treated well by Bomb Party, don't go to another company. And it's like, well, that's their right. Obviously, I don't want somebody to go to another company, like another multi-level marketing company, but like that's their right, you know. If that's what they want to do, I don't think that that's a reason to trash them, you know. Like that's something that they enjoyed that got taken away from them, you know. Why shouldn't they go to another company if that's what they want? Obviously, I don't want them to, and I don't think that it's right. But in the MLM
free will exists.
She would do the same thing in the MLM mentality. She just would. So I don't like that she's trying to act like she's better than other people for that.
No.
I also have
Money
some.
talks. Money talks. Like, she could lose everything with Bomb Party tomorrow, and then what is she gonna do? You know?
Yep.
We're also gonna see more of Sunny in a little bit, so we'll get back to her.
Okay. That you are looking at the pros and cons, right? You are watching reveals, you're watching the company, how they do this, you're asking questions, you're asking reps, you're doing your research and seeing, okay, like, what is this company really like? And is it going to be a better fit for me?
I saw the Wolfie reveal where he got 3 of the same and 5. And that made me decide that I did not want to partner with Bomb Party. Is that a narrative?
Right.
Interesting.
There's no trades. You have to take the coupon codes you make out of your own commission, and you have to pay for shipping as well. So then you have to tag that on to the consumer's cost. A lot of people are going to Ryze because of that. You know, Ryze pays for shipping. Ryze automatically applies, you know, a multi-percentage discount. You know, things like that. You can do trades. So while the styles are different, the companies are also run differently. I mean, I'm not saying go out and buy Ryze by any means. I'm not advertising one or another like they're both trash. But that's why a lot of people are going to Ryze, because they have a lot more freedom with that. They're not stuck with shipping charges. The only downside, though, with that shipping is that you don't get the shipping labels automatically. You have to request the shipping labels from Ryze, and then they will email you the shipping labels. And I think that is such an outdated way of doing shipping.
Very.
You know? So
every
I think
time?
they need to work on that. Yeah, every time. So
That's
every time you have a live, you have to reach out to Ryze and request shipping labels.
Oh, God.
But they do cover it. So it's kind of like a pick your battles on this, you know?
Pick your poison type situation. I'll give her like a little bit longer to see if she like actually gets to the point, but it seems like she's not.
I don't think there is one. I think we're in a roundabout with no exit.
I think you're right. Okay, well, thank you, Serena, for nothing. Thank you. Goodbye. That was very mind soupy. Let's see. Let's look at some Ryze rings, shall we?
Okay. Oh my God, the way Ryze is spelled, I don't know why I'm surprised, but like, oh my God.
Of course they're gonna be. Whoa! Sorry.
I hate that editing so much.
That was awful.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it was a way for us to see all the rings, okay? Not all, but you know, why is it so small? Oh wait, yeah, it's because it's gonna cover the whole.
Is ginormous.
Oh, sorry, Vag. Let me move this one over here.
Yeah, my Vag is huge.
My Vag is big vagina.
I got that big.
Okay, but they're ugly. These are also ugly to me. I mean,
she's ugly.
Like maybe they're not as bad as the Bomb Party, but some of these are just as bad.
Yeah, like I said, they're a lot more like dated, with like that statement stone and then like the surrounding.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's just a different type of bad. And again with the neon stones.
That bottom one in the very center on the very bottom.
Oh God, it looks like a
What?
turd. What?
Yeah, the color is off.
My favorite is the one on the top row, second to the right. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
what is that?
It's a cell in mitosis. In the
I
middle
was
of
just thinking
mitosis.
that.
Oh wow! Look at us go.
Mitosis.
The blood
I also
pressure.
really dislike the one in the middle, all the way to the left, the turquoise one.
Hmm.
They're ugly.
I don't like third row down, underneath the mitosis one, the pink ring. That color's
Oh,
awful.
that color! What?
Yeah.
Very fake.
I mean,
Very
all
fake.
of them look fake.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
And then we're gonna get
we're gonna get the one by one.
boom, boom, shoom, boom, boom.
This is also one of the top 10 Ryze sales reps. She was in Mexico with them this past weekend.
Yeah, so the top 10 were all in Mexico being like, yay, look at us, iguanas, you know?
I will give them credit, and I hate doing that, but credit where credit is due. They went live in Mexico because they were revealing, the new November collection. And Cindy did two things that I will give her credit for. Number one, she actually live streamed the fire show that they were watching. So I got to see an actual Mexican fire show on the beach.
That's cool.
That was really cool. I liked that.
At least let everybody else see,
Right. And she actually didn't talk throughout it. Like, they were all respectful and quiet, and I got to enjoy it. I was like, cool, thank you. That's nice. But then doing the reveals and everything, she got the top 10 to reveal the collection. Like, she included everyone in it. And I don't think Lillian would ever do that, know?
No. The one thing that I will say, though, is that is a bit FOMO-y,
Yeah, for
It
sure.
is.
Like,
I was at the fire show.
Yeah, and get to the top 10 so that you can be included in the reveal, and be part of that special. So I see the nice things in it, but I also see how that can be a little bit of, like, an underhanded, technique and tactic.
Yeah, it's a dog shit in perfume. I will say that,
Oh, that one.
Oh,
wow.
That is just... That was a decision.
That looks like a blackhead. Oh my god, wait, we have a dog.
We do have a dog.
The dog came to see the ugly rings.
We have dog.
Look, Mabel.
Shield your eyes, buddy.
Mabel doesn't usually. She doesn't usually come for a sit on the lap because she's too fat. I'm sorry, girl. You are too fat.
Oh, look at that chunky.
Don't tell her that.
She's beautiful.
And she's pretty.
She's so
pretty. She's the prettiest.
She's
very
You are very
beautiful.
pretty. And very fat.
Very fat.
Heavy. It's so heavy. Ooh.
So cute. Well, thank you everybody for showing the pets. We love the pets. Don't send phallus pics. Send pet pics.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Can we stay on this picture for just 2 seconds longer?
Of course. We can stay here the whole stream if you want. I'm here.
I am Campton. I'm not working tomorrow. So is it me, or is the outside perimeter of that triangle, the full piece, crooked as fuck?
No, I don't think it's just you. Now that you said it.
That's not just you.
No, definitely crooked. I wonder if that's why she went through these so fast, so that you couldn't see all the imperfections,
Yeah. And for the price point, I would expect it to at least be straight,
So what's the difference between the Bomb Party and the Ryze pricing? Is it more?
Yeah.
So Ryze is a little bit more for their they don't call them the OG collection in Ryze, it's their core collection, their core line. And every time I say core line, I think of the movie Coraline. So bear with me if I say Coraline, but I mean core space line. Okay, we're on the same page there. So Ryze is I believe $34.95 for their standard one, but they're sterling silver. So when we compare sterling silver to Bomb Party sterling silver, they are cheaper than Bomb Party. Bomb Party Sterling Silver did go up to, I believe, $44.95.
Damn.
Mm.
And that's for like ugly things a lot of the time, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I will say, Bomb Party Sterling Silver is usually still gaudy, don't get me wrong, but it's more on the daintier side still. I feel like because sterling silver doesn't sell nearly as fast as the regular OGs, they might still be on an older collection.
That makes sense.
And I've
Do
seen
they-
them like relabel stuff before, so.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's why.
Do they have like a series reveal at the beginning of the month like Lillian does?
On their Bomb Party page on like Facebook, they'll do like OGs of the month, so you'll see like just like a Facebook picture of a sample of what you could get. So usually they'll feature like a shape, for example, or this month they're featuring Howlite, for example. So they'll kind of like give a little sneak peek of what's this month's like specialty, so to speak, but it could still be whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But that's another way that Bomb Party gets the reps to continually purchase, because there are customers that'll be like, are these what's called like the new news? Like, did you just get these OGs because I'm looking for this specific piece, you know?
So they'll be like, yep, this is new.
Yep. So then they'll have like OGs that they have to get rid of. Some people will have like an old OG sale of like 20% off if you get like an older box that they have.
So many ways that they just like
fuck you,
latch on to people's dopamine kick, you know?
Yeah, no, it's bad. I don't like it. It's like those little gambling apps.
Yeah,
no, like
it's like gotcha.
Blind boxes. Hello, I have too many crybabies, so.
Yeah, it happens.
It's a combination of different kinds of gambling techniques, you know, it's a lot. And with the multi-level marketing on top of that, you're cooked.
It seems fun and harmless on the surface, like, oh cool, jewelry reveals, they're mysteries. Like, I love a good like blind box as well. You know, I personally like mini brands and the Disney Doorables. Like, those are my two favorites. So like, if I didn't know anything about multi-level marketing and this was like a few years ago, I most likely would have been sucked in, you know.
Yeah.
But then when you start to like scratch at the surface, you're like, oh, there's a gambling aspect because of the diamonds. There's mass inventory loading because you're always buying new collections. You're always trying to recruit. There's a high turnover, things like that. So it's very manipulative. And then both companies just came back from a trip. Ryze just came back from Mexico, and Bomb Party just came back from Maui. And I have feelings about company trips to Hawaii. You know,
me too.
So many feelings.
Yeah.
And
they're never gonna do one like a woodsy trip in North Carolina or something like that. You know what I mean? It always has to be like Mexico, Dominican Republic. They're gonna go to Hawaii. It has to be like quote unquote exotic.
Well, funny you say that. You guys want me to spoil where their next trip is for Bomb Party?
Germany.
I'm sorry to say, I'm gonna hold both of you guys' hands, spelling us when I say this. Disneyland.
That is so weird.
Reps are pissed because they're like, how are you going to say we went from the Dominican Republic, where everything was all inclusive, to Hawaii, where we have to pay for everything out of pocket, to now Disneyland, where we don't even leave the mainland, you know?
Wow. And they probably have to pay for the tickets, right?
Most likely, yeah. And
because I can't see Bomb Party paying that much for every single person.
No.
You know what, though?
Go ahead.
I bet they've got incentives to do it because of the lack of tourism at the moment, you know? Like, there's incentives. Like, no one's going to Vegas, no one's going to Florida, no one's, you know, like, everybody is basically, like, the Canadian market is basically nothing. So many people are not traveling. So I imagine there might be some incentives from like other business people to, oh shit, come and, come to our place because we don't have tourists at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, and this is more of a business thought, but if you offer a trip anywhere, the less people that take you up on it, the less expensive it's going to be, right? You know,
Mm,
so even though the reps are paying
that's a good
for the
point.
taxes, that's less, staff that they need to bring in. That's less. I mean, they already don't really provide food, so scratch that. But, that's one less plane ticket they need to pay for. That's one less hotel they
Yep.
have to pay for. So
Yeah,
it
they're
might
just
be.
downsizing everything as much as possible and trying to make
Mhm.
it so that less people come. That makes sense.
Yeah, it could be a strategic
Yeah.
move because, like, they are right. How are you going to go from Dominican Republic all inclusive to Disneyland where most people, and I say this from a privileged perspective, but, Disneyland is more affordable than going, outside the mainland.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
They keep making so many. They're gonna lose all their people if they keep changing things like that, But
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
they see. I wonder if they care at this point. They're like, we already made our money.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Lillian does not care. I mean, she has a full Facebook group for reselling luxury items. Bomb Party is not her only gig.
So she's a little bit like, whatever, if this goes down. That's a good thing to
Whereas
keep in the
Cindy
back of.
Lee, like, even when you're looking at her, new collection or sneak peeks, she might be a little over the top, yes, but you can tell she takes pride in the pieces that she's revealing. I might not
Yeah.
have the same passion for them by any means, but you can tell when somebody's being genuine. Whereas Lillian is just like, everything is so luxe and everything is, she's obsessed with everything, but then won't wear Bomb Party pieces on a regular live.
It's like, if you love them so much, why don't you wear them?
You can't be obsessed with every single piece you release and then never wear
Yep.
it.
Yep, that's true. Oh, Tish, there was your favorite.
Oh my god.
It just came up.
Oh,
there it is. There it is.
Cyst.
Wow.
I saw an orange
no.
one that was revolting.
The orange one was
Yeah,
terrible.
I think, and then there's also the cyst.
Yeah, you shan't forget.
This one is like something very inflamed. That's not
that
happy.
one.
Oh man,
Oh god.
what is that?
Oh,
And if you see Bridget Crystal on TikTok, we do not condone bullying of anybody that we see featured. That's not like the point. The only thing that we would say is, like, if you see any rings that are like really ugly, you can send those to us. Or if you see any like sales tactics that are like really bad, you can feel free to like let like a creator know, or like send them, or like make a video or do something like that, but we don't want to do any bullying or anything like that. That's not the point.
Yeah.
I know everybody knows, but I like to say it just in case somebody sees.
I don't mind bullying, like, I don't know, Trump supporters, but
But it's,
I just feel like it's, I don't know.
I don't want it to reflect badly. I understand what you're saying, that it's like you don't want to, that you have a certain,
just prove them wrong,
but also that
I
they
was
can
just
kind
joking.
of use that.
I don't
I
really
know.
bully anyone.
Yeah.
I know.
That's okay.
Sorry. Sometimes
I'm
I
so
don't get. I
tired.
get
I
sarcasm
cannot
very well.
even
Thank
Right.
you. I appreciate your.
Yeah, but general rule
My
of thumb
dog
is like, this
bullied me.
is not about the people themselves. It's about
Yeah.
This is
No.
about
the multi-level marketing
Yeah.
aspect. This is about the ugly
Well,
jewelry themselves. It's about, I mean, in certain circumstances, especially with like Sunny, for example, I can
yeah,
see, but overall, like, nobody is to go to these people's pages, interact, or anything. If you're going to watch, be a silent watcher. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Because-
say, it's not personal. Tony Van Shoy, it's a little bit personal. It's a little
So
bit.
I understand that there are those people that like bring out something, or they
Yeah.
say a little something, but
Crystal Carney with me.
there are those certain reps where they will bring out a little something and it feels a little bit more personal.
Not
But
a
that
rep,
is
but
also
Ray
not the
Higdon.
point.
Yep, that's mine.
Right.
Yeah. There's those people, but that's what the point that we're trying to make is
No,
that
these are everyday normal people that They're very hardworking, and I will say that, till the day I die, they're very hardworking. They got roped into a scam, and it sucks, but that's why we're here.
Yep, 100%. Sorry, the double. Where was the double ring?
Yeah, I saw it.
That one.
There it is. The mitosis. Mitosis. Wow. You could use this as a teaching tool, Tish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't teach
People
science.
could teach with this. Oh, well. If you ever teach science, then you could use it as a teaching tool. Okay, let me make my joke.
Definitely can't teach it in our class. I'll tell you that. Please don't.
Yeah, no. What not to do? What not to do?
Right?
Yeah. How to not? Yeah. Good point. Gus is getting a little bit tired, so I know that in a little bit they're gonna have to head out.
Understandable.
But I can still hang out for a little bit longer if you guys are down.
Yeah, I'm down.
So it just depends on how tired we are and everything.
Oh, yeah, no, these rings are putting me right to sleep.
Do we want to go to Sunny?
Sure.
Sunny with a chance.
Let's do it.
Sunny with a chance. Sunny D. I just loved the caption. It says, "Doing better than ever. Message me to join my team."
Oh no.
She had so much inventory. What did she do with it when she got terminated?
What she did was she went through and did like a whole like kind of blowout kind of thing, sell as much as she can. She also sold a lot of it to destashers as well, just to kind of offload it. And then she also sold off her personal inventory as well. So like her revealed pieces she sold.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Is
she just got rid of everything.
Is she really trying to like do this thing with chapstick? Is that what we're seeing here?
Yep.
She's like trying to own everybody with chapstick.
Yep.
Yes, this is the video. Yep. This is the video. That's how you can tell that somebody is in like making too much content. They're like, you know what would be a really good you know what would be a really good thing I haven't done before? Chapstick.
It's giving the vibe of when somebody goes through a breakup that they're not over their ex and they're like, well, I'm doing so much better without you. And it's like the other person hasn't even thought about you in like a month. Like, calm down,
It's like, if it's actually that good, you wouldn't be saying it like this.
Right, you wouldn't have to push it this hard. It feels like she's trying to convince herself at this point.
Delusion.
Convince yourself. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, Max, that's so gross. I'm sorry. The air conditioner in his room went out.
Oh, no.
Ugh. I'm sorry. I hope they fix it soon.
Okay, I'm sorry, gang. I'm gonna have to cut out here.
Can I show the physiothelioma and then you head out?
Oh, God, that's what was next?
Yes. That's the... I was like, okay, I'm gonna show this one and then Gus can leave the chat because Gus has gotten tired. Okay, can I put the camera on for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Screen sharing is not allowed. What do you mean screen sharing is not allowed? It's gonna be allowed. What? There it is. Do you suffer from physiothelioma? Have you been breathing in this fizz and begging for orders? You may qualify to switch to Ryze, where that fizz is about to be extinct, where there's no plating and green fingers. Always 0.925 solid sterling silver. You don't like what you got? No problem. Let's trade that ish. Want to do what I do? Make money having fun? Message me.
Oh, God.
Visit with Sunny D.
I'm
rocking fizz.
I'm going to call this out. I don't know if this is like she wasn't trained in this or not, but Ryze does plate their stuff. They plate it in rhodium to protect the sterling silver. And that is a common practice in sterling silver because sterling silver does tarnish. So no plating is bullshit. I think what she means is it's not brass plated in, gold or whatever. I can get that, but you can't say there's no plating because it is plated with rhodium.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're right that it is kind of like the guy or the person who's like, I'm so much better without that guy. He was so ugly. But then when they were together, it was like, he was so cute. And, and it's like, yeah, are you serious about that? Or are you still convincing yourself?
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Like, because you didn't have a problem with breathing in the fizz when you were a top rep.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what
And
though? This also opens any of her recruits up to litigation because of the cross recruiting. So if she actually does get people over from Bomb Party, those
she
people
did.
who are
She already
recruited
did.
have
A bunch of them.
like they
She is
think,
number
you
one
know,
in recruitment and number one in sales right now.
uh, they just think like I've signed a contract, but I don't. No one has to enforce it. I was like, bitch, like come on, they do, like they will, because the company isn't loyal to you. They're only loyal to money.
Yeah.
Mm.
As we can clearly see,
Yeah.
what's going to happen if she gets fired from Ryze? You know, we've seen reps get terminated from Ryze. Kristen Fulton, for example. She's now with Pink Zebra, speaking of which, you know.
Speak of the devil.
All right, guys, that was wild. I'm gonna pop out. You enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
I
Take
love
care.
you
Nice
all.
to see you guys.
Good to see you, babies. I love you so much.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night. And no, Max, you're totally right. We were saying this, but we didn't get to
Yeah.
it. Not to be, and you're not being that. It's true. But it's an actual disease, mesothelioma, and it is frustrating how it kind of gets turned into like a meme, you know? Like, it's
What is
not a
that?
meme
What
for
is it?
that. You're not being funny.
Yeah, and that's one of the concerns that I've had from the get-go of anything that's going airborne that you're breathing in can be a contaminant. It can be toxic. You know, we don't have research on what's going to happen if you're breathing this in for years to come. We don't
Yeah.
have that. One rep, I'm not going to say their name out of her, you know, privacy, but they did say this on live, so it's not like I'm spilling tea that, you know, this person did announce it on a live. But they were just diagnosed with asthma, and I really hope that it was a one-off case. But who's to say that this is not going to start a trend?
Yeah. That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, that is like the number one thing that like anti-MLM has been concerned about, you know? And again, nobody
We don't have
wants
an
to be proven
ingredients
right.
list.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't have an ingredients list of what's actually in these cubes. They've changed the formula a few times with different dyes. It's going airborne. You know, people are having to put them in and then cover the bowl so that it doesn't go everywhere. And the fizz leaves a coating everywhere. Like I've seen people's desks coated in the fizz residue. I've seen laptops get like destroyed because of the fizz residue.
Oh my god.
So that's very concerning. If it can clog pipes, what is it
Yeah.
doing to your lungs? You know?
That's
Also,
I'm gonna cut my camera for just a moment.
the foil that wraps it up can be like they can get little cuts, and then they put it in the water, and yeah, it can be pretty painful as well.
I can see how that can totally lead to problems.
Mm.
I'm hearing myself echo. I'm not sure which one it is.
Yeah, you're echoing a little bit.
Is it on my end? Do you think?
Did you mute Gus's headset?
We don't have. It's just our. We just have
okay.
one.
Okay.
Situation. Let me try.
Gotcha.
I'll mute myself, and then it might. Sometimes it happens with Tish's mic. So let me. I'll mute myself while I'm pulling this next one up. Can you tell us about Venus, Wendy, while I'm muting myself for a minute?
Yes, you go take care of yourself. So, with Venus, Venus used to be a bomb party rep like years ago. Okay. She has since moved into Ryze. She was actually one of the first Ryze reps. So, she is at the very tippy top, or she was until Ryze decided to extend their compensation plan to include more ranks. So, Ryze recently introduced, I believe, 4 or 5 new ranks, and it's just like double X, Y, and Z, you know? So if you're like Sapphire, it's like double Sapphire or something like that. Anyway, not really relevant, but that's kind of how high up she is. It was like within a few weeks of Ryze opening. It was the same month that Ryze opened that she was a rep. So
I mean,
yeah, she is at the very, very top here.
that is the common thing that we say about multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes, in my opinion, because I think that they are analogous in lots of ways, even though, you know, there's lots of people who would say differently. The people who are in at the very beginning are the ones who rise up the ranks the quickest.
Yep. And she does have a pretty big team. I don't know, but honestly, like, patterns are very telling. I don't know how many people from Bomb Party followed her. But like I said, she is at the tippy top. So she does definitely have a team. It kind of feels like she feels a little threatened by Sunny coming in.
That's interesting.
But that's kind of the
I
vibe
bet.
I'm getting. So I'm gonna say my personal opinion on that. But
Right. We're not in her head. We don't know her.
right.
We're
you
not in
know,
the group
from
chat.
what we see, she's, you know,
Yeah.
saying she's supportive. It's just the vibes I'm getting that
Yeah.
maybe convince me otherwise.
Yeah, that makes sense. Before we move on, Max said, I think a person who was selling the paparazzi jewelry said she constantly had headaches with all the jewelry in her house, and allegedly it all stopped when she got rid of it all.
There's a few ex-paparazzi reps that once they got rid of their inventory, a lot of their health issues started to I don't want to say like fully go away, because, you know, some health issues, you know, might be in remission, for example, you know, but symptoms started to subside.
But sisterhood, you know, right? We all support each other.
We all get sick together.
Yay! You know? Should we go straight to Venus's live, or did you like that video of kindness being free?
Ooh, let's do this shorter video first as like an introduction.
That's good. Okay. So she's going to tell us that kindness is free. And in my opinion, the people who make these kind of videos are never the nice people. That's just my opinion. I don't know her. I don't know.
It feels more of a defense than a genuine place of, hey, let's have a discussion, you know?
Yep. Agreed.
Good morning. Can we chat for a minute?
Sorry, I might need to turn it up a little bit.
She already has that condescending tone. She already has that look of her face like, I'm going to tell you how it is. Yep. And you're going to listen to me because I know what I'm talking about. And if you've watched her lives, like I was telling Val this earlier, she gives this energy of, I think I'm being snarky, but in reality, I'm just being straight up rude. You know?
Yeah.
Like, she's done that to customers plenty of times where I'm like, if I did that in sales, I would have been written up, you know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I have probably done that before on this YouTube channel where I've just been trying to be snarky and funny and it's just gotten a little bit mean, you know? But I'm not doing that to somebody I'm selling anything to, at the very least. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even earlier in my sales career, you know, I've gotten I've gotten a talking to her a few times of hey Wendy, you can't say that, you know. There's one time I was working at the Microsoft store. I'll say it because they don't really exist anymore. So I was working at the Microsoft store, and we always got people coming in like, oh, you guys look like the Apple store. You guys look like the Apple store. Like, how many other ways can we put technology on tables? I'm sorry, you know? So I just kind of like had a moment, and I just looked at this guy. He was like maybe early 20s. And I was like, well, we have Xbox. And I just walked away. And my manager was like, Wendy, you can't say that. I was like, but we do. Like, you know, we have dollars.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. From the way that you said it, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, you know? But, oh, man.
I have a funnier story, but I won't go on soapbox right now.
You're like, listen, sometimes sales is hard. I get it, but, you know.
Retail is stressful, and sometimes filters don't last throughout an entire shift.
I get it. It's hard, but you don't want to be condescending. Ooh, thank you so much. Good night. My sister brought me tea. It's very nice.
Oh,
nice. Love you. Oh, Okay, I'll play this video. Yeah, I do love this. The give you a bit of Jesus, as they say. Oh, what a very Southern saying.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just need to have a talk. Kindness is free.
Oh.
Love is easy. And love can be hard. But love is important. Kindness is important. Here's the deal.
Love is easy, and love can be hard, but love is important.
Be kind to me, okay? I need you guys to be nice and kind and pleasant to me. I don't have to give it back, but I need you guys to be nice to me because I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Also, as somebody who's been in a lot of doctor's offices, the background is giving, like, doctor's office. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
That is her garage.
What? Okay, alright, okay. I don't know why your garage looks like a doctor's office, but girl, go with God.
It's a whole, like beach setup.
Okay, alright.
She lives in the Midwest, okay?
She has to find the beach somewhere, you know? Maybe that's it.
I get it. I used to live in Oklahoma, landlocked state, you know?
Like, we gotta put it on our wall, yeah.
Right.
Whether you represent Ryze Party, whether you represent Bomb Party, whether you represent Pink Zebra, whether you represent some other company in the vast amount of businesses that are out there right now, whoever you represent, whoever you stand for, wherever you call home, like, be nice to others.
Okay.
I don't think there's a default be nice to other people. I don't have to. Like, why should I have to be nice to other people? If like I can be ambivalent, I can be like, I don't have to talk to them, but I don't have to be nice to everybody.
Yeah, especially like I'm the type of person, like, I will give everyone respect from the get-go, you know, until you prove me wrong. But when you prove me wrong, like, I don't owe you shit, you know. I'm not going to demonize anyone, you know, from the get-go. I'm not gonna, you know, categorize anyone. I'm not going to make judgments on anyone from the get-go. I don't think it's appropriate to be unnecessarily unkind, right? But when you're talking about, you know, harder hitting topics, and I'm not going to really dive into like politics, that's not my specialty, that's not my interest. But when you're talking about, you know, things that are going on in the world right now, you can't be like, oh, you don't want human rights for these people, I'm going to be nice to you, you know?
It's like that thing of like, well, I don't have to be nice to you, but why aren't you being nice to me? I don't know.
Right.
It's a weird
like
dynamic.
She has shown to be rude to people, and yet it's, but guys, you're not being nice to me. You're not being nice to my company, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, and I won't go on a full soapbox here, but people who are usually at the top of MLMs kind of don't have a separation between themselves and their job.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was in multiple corporate settings, you know, higher up, and I fell into that trap myself. And when you lose that, you lose your personality. You know, you need an outlet, you need hobbies, you need, you know, a way to disconnect. And so when you lump your personal life and everything you have into your MLM, I mean, her husband is also in this as well. Like, this is both of their full-time jobs.
Yeah, it says Venus and Jeff on the page.
Yeah. If, God forbid, they lose it someday,
yeah,
they're not going to know what to do. They're going to be in a very bad position. But that's why they defend it so hard. You know, you don't see people that work at Walmart go on a Facebook Live and be like, oh yeah, Walmart is a great company to work for. Stop like talking shit about it.
Yeah. Even Disney employees, and people say a lot about Disney, but I usually don't even see Disney employees like being like, oh, you can't say this about Disney, and you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just their job, you know, and
right.
It doesn't need to be the whole personality. But that also goes into something else that I was going to say. It's like, what is the definition of nice? When you are so wrapped up into being in a multi-level marketing company and somebody says, well, I don't like what you're doing, that is perceived as being mean and as being threatening. And it's like, well, maybe that doesn't always have to be rude. It doesn't all, like.
She's one of the people too that, let's say, and I'm going to use the term troll as a blanket statement for both actual trolls, because I will say, most MLM reps in TikTok and Facebook will have trolls, right? It is what it is. I will acknowledge that. But she also considers, and a lot of reps do too, people who are questioning the company or the jewelry or anything like that as trolls as well. But so those are the two groups I'm going to talk about when I say trolls. She is the type of person that will stop her entire life and just, go after the troll.
That's uncomfortable to watch, but there are some people who are like, yes, like.
Imagine if you're like 39th in line to get revealed and she's stopping the live for like 20 minutes to just talk about a damn troll.
Oh my God, I would be so annoyed. Like, girl, get to
I'd want a refund.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I completely agree with what Max is saying. Like, girl, multi-level marketing people can be, like, very nasty. Because all of the things that we've stated, we don't think they're inherently nasty. It's like when you get so wrapped up in this thing and it becomes your whole identity, like, you get defensive and it's a lot, The call is coming from inside the house.
And there's a type of, and I don't mean to have internalized misogyny here, but there is a type who is in MLM, like the mean girl. Like, she was popular at high school, a little bit mid afterwards without any sort of profile, and then all of a sudden they join an MLM and they're a celebrity again, like they were in high school, and then it just sort of like perpetuates that cycle, and it's about putting other women down and all that sort of stuff, because that's what makes them feel superior. So, yeah.
And then speaking of like putting other women down, they'll wrap it up into pseudo-feminism of like, well, you should be supporting other women when I'm sorry, I don't have to support a woman that's participating in a scam. Like, I'm not going to support a woman that is doing bad things. Like, I'm not going to support a woman murderer, for example. I mean, what am I going to do? Like, go off, queen, you're in a male dominated field. Like, I can still say like, no, I'm not going to support a woman just because you're a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind. It's free 99 to be kind. I'm seeing so much back and forth, so much mine is better, mine is better, mine is better. You suck, you stink, you blah 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 blah. Why do we do that? Why do we put others down?
You know exactly why people do it.
Also, are you having the same conversation with Sunny, who is now in Ryze? Because that is exactly what we just saw in the previous post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or does it only apply when it's Ryze that's being talked about?
Yeah. Yeah, she liked to lump everybody in at the beginning, but let's be so for real. She only cares when Ryze is being talked about. Why the bomb party's not her thing,
No, because bomb party doesn't impact her anymore. It's Ryze that, pays her out.
Yep. Yeah, Max said, I work for Walmart and I can agree. I would never do that. Like, it's not that serious.
Why do we feel the need to bash someone else or talk negative about someone else or talk negative about something that you really don't even know anything about most of the time? You're just going by what you've heard. But why do we feel the need to be so nasty?
That is something that I've also had to learn. Sometimes when you're asking questions to the void, it's also worth looking internally. You can't ask these questions and then have Wendy have examples like, well, these are times when you've been mean to this person, you know what I mean? Or maybe even if you don't have like specific concrete examples, like you've seen it, like.
Yeah, it's definitely a pattern, like, hey, everyone has a one-off, if you have a bad moment, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna hold that against you. I get that. I've said stuff to customers where I'm like, "My bad," I
Yeah.
laughed in a customer's face because I thought he was kidding and he wasn't, okay? Like, we've all been in awkward situations.
Yeah. It happens
But
to everybody. Mhm.
when it's, like, every single live, and she's live, the live stream we have, um, when you're live for 6.5 hours,
Mm.
especially towards the end of the
Mhm.
night, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be in a different mindset, you're gonna be in a different mood than when you first started.
Yeah. It's true. That is the interesting thing about people who stream for hours and hours and hours on end. It's very hard to keep the mask on.
Mhm.
And that multi-level marketing really relies on that mask, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I love you guys, but after I get off of this, I'm not talking to anybody for maybe 12
Ah,
hours,
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And I had a great time, but I'm still
right, this
gonna
is wonderful. I'm in a great position, I'm
I'm
having
having
a
a good
blast.
time, but I'm still
Right.
gonna, and we're not gonna be streaming for 6 hours. We're just not.
No.
Do you know what I noticed? Like, so, because I was part-time at my job, and like last term, I only had 1.5 days off, and that is like a miracle. Like, I don't think I've ever done that in my career, where one term I only had 1 day off, 1.5 days off. But by the end of term, I was frazzled. I'm like, it's so much extra socializing, like
Yeah.
it's so much extra. And then on the weekends, like I didn't want to do anything because you're just like refilling that social
Yep.
battery.
Yeah.
And it's like I really need to like not talk to anyone for that time.
Yeah.
And even though I'm loving my job and it's really fulfilling at the moment, like it's still like, okay, phew, I got some time alone. Do it.
It's
Yeah.
true. And
Like,
when
Yeah,
you're in multi-level marketing, you don't allow yourself to do that. You can't say, I'm gonna give myself that breather.
right.
never.
Like, for me,
No room.
I work in a corporate office, so I go in, I'm overstimulated by the fluorescent lights. I have to talk to customers, and I'm in customer service. I'm also doing a shadow opportunity for an IT department, so now I'm also taking care of employees as well as customers.
Oh
So
gosh.
now that I'm able to work from home, at least I don't have to deal with, seeing employees face to face, and I
Mhm.
can have my own lighting situation. But it doesn't negate the fact that I am talking to people all day, every day. It gets
Yeah.
exhausting. And so I can only imagine going live for like 12 hours straight, like some people do.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No.
It's too much.
No. And that's why, like, I will still say these people work extremely hard. They should be compensated for what they're doing in an appropriate manner.
Yeah. And it's not
Mhm.
fair.
Mm-mm. But she's at the top,
Like
so
that.
it's fine for her.
Yeah, exactly. The show,
Yeah.
what I mean in general, but for her, she's very happy. I also love how she's like, kindness is free, and she's like yelling.
Yeah,
I mean,
look at
she's not.
this. Yeah.
She's not yelling, but she's not happy. Like
No,
this
this
is
is not a
No.
happy face.
this is not a kind
No.
video.
This is the mask flipping right
Nope.
here.
Yep. Yep.
That's a genuine question. Can anyone answer that for me? Like why can we not just be kind to each other and support each other and say, you know what? I'm with Ryze Party, but I have friends that are with Bomb Party. I love the people in both companies. Like, you may be a supporter of both.
Is that true though? Because I feel like
What if you're a supporter of none?
imagine that.
I
That's
know,
Yeah.
right? What a thought.
The I just think the absolute privilege. This is your main concern of the day, whether you like Rise or Bomb Party. And like I'm thinking about like you know
Bigger
whether like
things,
I'm about
yeah.
much more serious things, and I'm like what should I boycott? Where can I get like put time into for this, that, and the other? And you're talking about two fucking bath bomb MLM, like it's rivals. Like, fuck it
Yeah,
out.
there's a lot bigger fish that we have to fry than the yeah, no. Ew.
She thinks she's gonna be like walking down the street one day and a group is gonna be starting like to snap their fingers coming out of an alleyway. I swear to God. Like
It's not that
exactly.
serious, you know? And I'm sorry. Sometimes when it comes to certain things on the internet, have you ever seen that tweet from Tyler the Creator where it's like, just close your eyes?
Right.
When it comes to like people being mean on the internet, like, what are you talking about? Like, you can close that super easily, you know? It's not like I'm not saying that internet harassment is not real and it's not, but if you're seriously that bothered by people going back and forth on the internet, you can remove yourself from those spaces.
Participation is optional.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And
you can just,
it also smells of her never getting pushback. You know, like this is the first sort of pushback she's ever got. So she's like, what? People can be mean? I'm not the center of some people's universe? Yeah. Yes.
100%. Yep. Well, I feel like we went for 2 hours and it's starting to get late for Wendy especially. So I feel like we can save maybe the Venus and Jeff live for like another, like a part 2 if you guys would be down. Because I definitely wanted to talk about that. But like, you know, it's getting a little late. This is so funny. Yeah, her version of not being kind is someone telling her that they don't want to join her thing.
Yep. It's anything other than, oh wow, I love everything you say, Venus.
Or like, no, I'm in bomb party, thank you. I think Ryze is a little bit too much, you know, like I think it's a bit of a hype train. Somebody has every right to say that, you know, and that's not hate.
No. Even just saying like that's not my style, you know?
Yeah. Even saying the rings are ugly is not bullying. I'm so sorry. Like, they're just rings.
Right.
It's not that serious. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, do we have any closing thoughts before we round out? I feel like we hit a lot of different things, which was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really.
Thanks for inviting me.
Interesting.
Go ahead, Tish. Sorry, I know there's a delay.
Oh no, I hadn't known much about Ryze, and I didn't follow what happened with Sunny D, so I was interested to see what her thing was, because she does come across as being quite nice, but obviously she's got a little bit of that in her. Like, yeah.
Oh, I have more lore for you if you need me to catch you up.
Ooh, we love lore. We love lore. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much. This was great as always. We appreciate it. There will definitely be a part 2, and we will keep streaming together because this is always fun. Check out Wendy's YouTube.
Next stream is
I was just blanket about moving behind you, Tish. That was cute.
Oh,
okay. It's probably the dog. That's so cute.
My dog loves blankets. He's a blanket thief.
I almost said Halloween.
He'll feel it off of your shoulders. I'm not kidding.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So next stream is Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot promise that this year's Halloween is going to be as good as last year's. Last year's was pretty good.
How was that? Like,
good. I think I peaked. So I do have an idea. It's not as glitzy as JoJo Siwa. Okay. Let's just say that much. All right.
Okay, I don't know what that means. Are you gonna be JoJo Siwa?
No.
Okay, all right. I would be very
no. Like as I just said that, I was like, maybe I could be Tradwife JoJo. As I just said.
We're just gonna do the different stages as she changes.
The evolution of JoJo. Eras, the JoJo edition.
Big bow JoJo. Big bow JoJo. Yeah, so Halloween, I've got some videos, like it turned out it was gonna be like 3 hours.
Oh.
So I've split it into 2, but basically the Christian girlies in MLM and one guy, they're just doing my fucking head in. just looking at the Christian girlies and like how they're using their MLM at the moment, and
Good
yeah,
stuff.
so that's what's coming.
We'd love to see it.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
Mm.
we're putting videos on the back burner for a little bit, but we're hoping to get back to it
Oh,
soon.
Podcast.
Yes, we're all cooking up the podcast. It's gonna come back
Yeah.
soon. And I think Wendy's
Nice.
doing a stream tomorrow, right?
Not tomorrow. I gotta reschedule that if it's still up.
Yeah.
But at some point, if you guys are interested, I will be doing a live stream. I have some channel announcements, kind of, you know, catching everyone up. I've been
Yeah.
out for a little bit. I want to try to get back into stuff, but you know, there's going to be some changes to my channel coming
Love
up.
it.
So stay tuned for that announcement. I'll make sure to post on my Instagram when I have that date.
Yay! We'd love to see it. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Look, Tisha's dogs are getting excited because they know the stream is ending. Oh my god, that's so cute. They're so cute. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.